an airplane.
Yeah, Tom said that
or Bob Seger.
he was back on the base football. He said Tom Brady will be 10-6. They will make the playoffs, but not win the NFC.
Tom, that's bold. That's bold because
I think
that's
10-6 is about right.
That's arguably one of the more talented teams in the NFC, top to bottom. But the NFC is loaded. If you wanted to just touch the NFL, I'll just say that right there. NFC is loaded.
We can skip over. That ends my baseball.
AFC is Kansas City. That's me. That's my lookout on the NFL. NFC is loaded. AFC is Kansas City.
So in the NFL, the news for us today, we've got 2 jerseys to go over. Falcons.
Yeah, I did see that drop.
And
I thought the Falcons weren't going to release theirs until the 14th. Would they get pressured into doing it this early?
What Tampa did yesterday.
Yeah.
So the Falcons, go over their uniforms real quick as soon as my magical internet pulls up. So they've got a little mixture. And Hunter, one of the first comments, even Andre said it when he looked at it, was like, is this an XFL team?
It does look like that, don't it?
They put the ATL on the alternate and color rush jersey. So
I thought this was very modern. This is like 100% modern uniform. There was like
the red one has a color gradient.
I don't see any homage to past. Like they might be trying with the black uniforms, but I don't see any homage to like a past Atlanta team. This is all new, modern. We're the new Falcons. But I will say this: I like the silver face mask. I think that looks tight.
That's a throwback to the old. You folks watching live
I think I would have
the
liked
90s Falcons. They need to bring the red helmet back.
See, I would have liked a red helmet if you want to pay like a little bit more of a throwback, and then I want them seriously.
I do like
just
the block
embrace it and bring back the original Falcon logo.
What about?
I mean, the new one's really modern. It's more and it's a lot.
What about
edgier,
that gradient?
Bring it.
I'm not sure about the gradient.
Oh, the back. Yeah.
Here's what I wish teams would do more. You got 2 choices, teams. All right. You do a legendary, like iconic, basic look Packers Cowboys. You got 2 stripes. You got your name, and that's it. Color. 49ers and Cowboys have the exact same uniforms, except one's blue and one's red.
What about
at them.
The Patriots
or
Green Bay?
I think Green Bay.
Green Bay's a regular. Chicago.
Green Bay's
those are your basic normal.
Yeah.
Chicago.
The other option.
I'm just trying to sit here and think. The Giants is just plain though. Like they don't even have anything.
They used to have Giants on the side of their helmet.
I wish they would bring that back. I think that would be really cool.
They could interchange helmets based on home and away too if they wanted to. They do a lot of stuff.
If they bring the rule in where they can have 2 helmets, then
they're talking about that next year.
Interchange of helmets.
No. See that what they made the rule is. If you remember a few back, you used to wear throwback.
Yeah, and that's when the dang Steelers and Green Bay have the ugliest uniforms ever.
Bumblebee.
When the concussion, the concussion movie came out, and it scared the NFL, and so they don't legally endorse. They don't endorse any helmet. Okay, they say these are 3 these are 3 of the best from. This is the best one from each company, is what they say. They don't say this will keep you from concussions. They don't say any of that because they don't want to get sued, be held liable. So they made a rule 2 or 3 years ago that you couldn't be only fitted but for 1 helmet. Well, damn, North Carolina has how many helmets?
Too many.
And Oregon
got way too many.
So are all those kids in danger? Is that what we're saying? So it was stupid to make that rule to begin with. So they're re-talking about. So what that did was that killed the throwback uniforms because you don't want to, like for Tampa, if they throw the orange jersey ons, but they still have to wear the pewter helmets. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't match up and look right. So so they were talking right now. They were talking this summer about changing that rule for next year, not this year. And a lot of people are talking about the Brady jerseys, and I'll bring that. A lot of people, Zach, want those old Giants back. I like the '90s way better.
I'm not a Giants fan or nothing. I just love that Lawrence Taylor look with the blue and white.
Well, they're not located in New York. And they have New York on their helmet.
That's New Jersey.
I know they're not.
They're in New Jersey. They're not in New York.
That's horrible.
That's all right. You
seen them and the Jets.
Did you not see when the T-shirt that came out 2 or 3 years ago, the Carolina Panthers, and it was South Carolina, and it had the Panthers.
They're really trying to push that now. They're trying to push that so hard right now. Hunter,
if you're going to call them Carolina, put them right on the state line.
I think these.
Put them down there with the Carowinds.
There it is.
Yeah. Like out of the 2 uniforms or the 2 teams that showed new uniforms, I think the Bucs did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
they
kind of stayed true to them.
I was going to say that looks almost like they were playing before. I do like the gray.
Yeah, that's like I think that one's their color rush, and I love it. I think that's great. I'm glad that
I just love hearing y'all talk about
back.
this because I've got people in my booster club, and we've been talking about
Uniforms.
for baseball, going powder blue, and we're red, navy, and white is our colors.
Now powder blue,
blue in baseball is like
nice.
one of the sickest. Like
I love powder
throwbacks.
blue in baseball. What is it?
It's just funny listening to y'all break it down.
The
powder blue Cardinal uniforms
there's powder blue
delicious.
Cardinals, and then I love it was the powder blue Phillies uniform,
and it doesn't match
with
anything.
The Phillies logo. Oh, it was just.
It don't match anything. Like in the
I used to
there's no powder blue.
Right.
In it.
When I was growing up, I used to always wonder why in the hell these teams have blue uniforms.
And
now I'm like, why don't we have them anymore? Because I don't like the grays. I never liked the Cardinals grays, and
or like how Arizona Diamondbacks went. That red.
They totally
dark
changed
gray,
colors.
Graphite and black.
why would you change? If you're the Arizona Diamondbacks and you're purple and teal, there's how many other teams have purple and teal? The Rockies have purple and the Marlins have teal. That's pretty much.
But it's like they made a baby and there's the Diamondbacks.
But what these dodos decide to do is like, well, let's go to red and white. Like nobody else has that.
And
Half the league is red. Red Sox, Cardinals, and then
so you just lose your sellability on your
right. What drives me crazy is when they both wear red in the same game.
Or like when the Hornets.
Now,
have you heard the conversation? Now they're talking about. Somebody was talking about on a podcast about they want to bring the Bobcats back. They want that
for what?
To trend back, and I'm like, that was the
worst.
worst.
I'll be done.
No, I'm going to say it like this. I got you guys.
It's the original Hornet.
I got you guys. Fuck the Bobcats.
You had to let everybody know.
F the Bobcats. Just.
I was thinking of old Expos jersey when y'all talked about. You remember?
Oh yeah,
the old timey Expos.
Yeah.
With the ELB? I think.
I played on a adult baseball team, Dustin, and I tried to get them to name them the Expos. We were the Yankees and we sucked. I'm like, we got three baseball players. We changed because the Expos would have been sweet jerseys.
I like it when they do like their salute to service. And sometimes they do the hats. I wish they would just do the full uniform a lot of the time. Sometimes I think they've done it though. But just like your uniform that you have behind them, like I think it'd be great. I love it. Like the white is okay and the gray is okay for Atlanta, but I like it when either they wear it's like the dark navy that they have where the letters are dark as well, navy blue. Or I like the jersey that I have is the red one. I love the red one.
When I was at Bessemer, I was in the process. If I would have returned for this season at Bessemer City, I was going to go with the throwback Oakland A's. I like solid color uniforms because that's trending and it's still your color scheme. Mm-hmm. Like they had the Kelly with the accented yellow and it was Kelly pants, Kelly jersey. I like what Notre Dame does, like in their baseball. Like a lot of it, but you get away with it in baseball. See, in football, I don't know, they go too far. Like you said, they'll either change their color scheme. Or you'll see.
I didn't even finish the rest of that.
They come out looking like the Oregon Ducks.
Well, what I would like for them to do, is either be basic, traditional, or be creative as shit. I love the Bengals helmets. I just love them. I want to see the Falcons. You can't tell me that they couldn't hire a graphic designer that could somehow incorporate feathers on these uniforms.
No, like
you could do what the Eagles do.
I mean, what about
Oregon, like the wings on the shoulder pads,
or leg piping with wings.
I'm gonna tell you what, design wise for uniforms, Oregon is head and like they are just above everybody.
But college is. I mean, think about
what helps.
Even though Mac Brown came in and changed a lot of stuff. Larry Fedora was genius with his helmet designs at Carolina. Like those chrome lids.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Like the helmet silver with that, the way and then he did the Carolina chrome with the silver foot.
I loved he brought we had like blackout.
Yeah.
He brought we actually finally got like a blackout uniform.
That's it, yeah.
But it was the black. It was like matte black.
That's the most god awful thing.
Dude. Matte black.
Stupid.
Matte black with the
Tar Heel
blue.
If you're a Carolina football fan, like Carolina basketball, if you came on the court in a all black basketball uniform, people go insane.
All navy, the all navy, I liked, but black is not a Tar Heel color. Yes, black's not a Tar Heel color.
So I used to like the not the old pirate stuff, but some of the 90s.
I like about everything the Pirates have ever
yellow
had.
And black. I mean,
I like the hat, the solid black with just the two yellow lines, the P and the two yellow lines across.
Yes,
that is like classic.
My uncle pitched for them in the minors, and he used to have. He's got some of the stovetop minor league hats that just sit up. And
that was what was always so fun. Like when you would go to the Crawdads games, like when I was growing up, back when they were Pirates affiliates, is seeing all the pirate stuff. What they're Rangers now still? Are they still with the Rangers? Yeah. It's like I like the Rangers color scheme too. It's still like it's not a navy blue. It's like right in the middle with almost a royal blue.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I like it.
It's kind of like some of the stuff I just ordered the other day. It's basically from the time that Hank Aaron played with the Braves. They had the A on the lowercase, but they were not like that kind of blue. They were more of
If we're going to talk, all right.
Why is the Bengals holding uniform not striped like their helmet?
Well, here's the only other thing.
This is the best moment for the Bengals
worst
to embrace
uniform.
Tiger
Let's just
King.
say in our surrounding communities, the one uniform that threw me a curveball, and I still haven't got a direct answer. What are those Crest Charger uniforms with the highlighter yellow and the gray? Where did that concept? Because they have always been Green Bay Packers.
Right.
Like if you think about when Spikes played, it literally was the Green Bay Packer uniform, the white and the green.
Big C.
I think that's.
And then
I
now
think
it went
that's
to that.
I think that was a. Wasn't that the old coach? That wasn't Edens.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
And,
don't.
and I also think that's probably a. Do you think that's a Under Armour, Nike, whoever made those / hey guys, check out these new style type thing? Because I've seen them up close and taking pictures with the guys, and none of them really like them. They like the pants,
Yeah.
But not a lot of people really like the shirts.
You've never seen it?
I never.
I
I usually watch Burns or.
I'll find
Well,
one.
like it's
for
just
you.
like
County,
it's
I
just
don't
like
watch a
when
lot of
it's
them.
just like when Shelby. I was shocked because to me Shelby's like Navy, Notre Dame. Like I never thought they would change from what they did. And when they got those numbers that start like gold and
They're
fade
great.
black, I'm like,
They're great.
I don't know how I feel about that because to me Shelby's just like they're like your old school.
I don't mind the gradient. I don't mind. I think Atlanta's gradient's going to look really good. The slight fade from it's like black to red, mostly because to me, I think black and red on a color scheme is just sick.
I'm with
I love
whoever
it.
said it here a minute ago. I'm with them. Oh, he's gonna pull it up on here. I'm with them about getting the Falcons back to the old red instead of the black. They switched in the mid '90s, maybe.
You talking about just for the helmet?
Either way, have a suit that's red with the red helmet. I love the red.
Well,
helmet.
the red jersey has actually been their main jersey for the past 10 years.
I think it's the helmet that kind of throws everything off a little bit.
I like the
a lot of
black
teams
helmets.
switch
If the red was, I'd like to see a red helmet with a new logo on it.
I just
See
think
what
they
that
should.
look like.
I think like the only other team I would change is Miami would stop wearing their color jersey, and I just like them in all white.
No, the Dolphins.
Yeah,
I
like-
mean
like
the
Merino.
Dolphins. Like if they just go
Oh,
all
I'm
white.
mad at
color
the
rush.
Dolphins' new logo. I can't stand that SeaWorld wannabe
Yeah,
logo.
crazy dolphin.
That dolphin ain't got no eyes. How's he swim? Is he all sonar?
Look, all I know,
We
is
changed
a
his
lot
name
of
from
people,
Snowflake to
They
Sonar.
have one word for what they call it's two words for what they call the Miami Dolphins uniforms. They're candy ass. They have candy ass uniforms. That's what it is.
Well, like,
It's
but see, like everybody chastised them, but like the Tennessee Titans, I think that was a great move on their part. I love that. I love that uniform. I mean, they needed a trend, and I like their change.
I thought Jacksonville's helmets were cool when they switched away from that. What was the gold and the black?
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
That's the crest grays.
It was just different because it didn't like even
It's
the
not
helmet,
the same-
Even the helmet
The
jumped out.
helmet
Weird.
I think it's the helmet
No, yeah.
that completely throws it. Yeah.
Well, what makes it different is the green is a different color green, and the yellow is a different color yellow than the actual helmets. So it does look off on
does.
that much. If they would match up the colors, I don't think it would look too
Well, you know,
terrible.
like you watch football Friday night,
the
and
colors ain't the
they
same.
popped up a little thing at the bottom, and it said Weddington versus Crest, and I was like,
Which
Which
one?
one?
I was like, I almost wanted to be like, y'all got the wrong teams, like, 'cause
Yeah.
that ain't Crest.
Yeah,
Like,
but it is.
and then they like showed the I guess the home side. And I said, dang, that is Crest, but because they wore those uniforms against South Point one time.
I think I got one of the kids with gray bottoms and white tops. Let's see if I can get through. These are these past year's seniors. I go out and take pictures of the guys. There's your gray pants with white, Philip. I don't know if you like that better with the old classic.
That's not near as bad.
No.
It's
Well,
not bad,
well,
but
like you're saying,
that
it's
only
the
gray
yellow
in
and
the
green
whole
are-
uniform is
Yeah.
the gray pant.
The yellow and green are not
Like,
they're different
honestly,
colors.
You flip it and you give that to Hodge. You can't wear gray pants with a white jersey. You know that breaks all sport rules. That doesn't match.
Yeah, well,
Gray
now
and white don't
this
match.
is a weird question, House. So we've got two NFC South teams that have done full rebrands, or they're just changed their uniforms completely. Are the Panthers and Saints following? Is that what's next? The NFC
I don't
South is
think
going to look
the
completely
Saints
different.
will, but I believe the Carolina Panthers will be changing their uniforms within the next 3 years.
That wouldn't surprise me.
They got to incorporate
want-
something to get their MLS logo out there for their future.
I 100%.
I'm 100% behind
Listen,
that.
anything that's business
Don't tempt
sound,
me. I'm behind it.
Yeah.
anything business sound, promotional sound,
Tempers will be all
Tepper
over
and the
it.
Panthers will be.
Well, if you
I think,
rebrand
all
it,
over on that.
I think it's so smart marketing for Carolina to do it because you've got a lot of TD jerseys, Olsen, Kuechly.
You don't have any new jerseys.
Nobody's there.
Newton. You've got all those jerseys walking around.
McCaffrey's the only jersey anybody still got.
Now you go and you
DJ Moore.
rebrand and re-image it. Now you put Bridgewater on the back. You get McCaffrey something new because he's not. McCaffrey's just now coming into his marketability because everybody else kind of overshadowed him a little bit.
Like
this past season.
I'll tell you what I don't like about the Panthers jerseys. I like the silver pants. I like the black. I like the blue. I don't like the white pants. I hate white football pants. Do you know why? Does anybody know why? Because you can see through them. All I do is look at guys' jock straps. Go watch a Panthers
Kevin,
game, and they're all
like, I'm
just saying.
That sounds like a personal problem.
No, I'm just saying.
I can't just seeing a football.
It was just
He's saying
we all just got quiet.
It just drives me like, what's he talking about? I know that's funny, but what I'm saying
somebody
is,
key up a little Kim magic sticker.
you can't see it in the black pants. You can't see it in the gray pants. But here in
so you don't watch any Packers games when they're wearing white pants.
When these teams wear these white pants, you can see through them. And the Panthers were the worst. Like they're almost clear as the Panthers.
They now never be able to watch it again.
Hey, have you never noticed it?
Listen, they're just trying to boost their viewership and fans.
I think the main reason I noticed it was a long time ago because Madden used to point out the linemen, and so Cowboys have these silver slick pants. They're just everybody knows what those pants are, and so when you start seeing the Panthers with the white pants and everything, I mean, you see everybody's jock strap that's wearing one. It's just it was more prevalent back in the day.
I'm not gonna be able to look at it any different.
I want to pull it up so y'all can see.
No,
It's just all...
no, don't get me started.
All right, so let me
do not bring me into your sick, twisted mind.
So the other thing I didn't like about the Panthers, Zach, I don't like the gray helmets. I never liked the gray helmets. You got a beautiful blue.
Dude, I think a black helmet would be sick.
No, who's got black helmets? Just the Falcons, and the Jaguars are half and half now.
No. The Jacksonville's are full black.
Now they were originally Jaguars. Their first helmets were gray like the Panthers, and then they switched to the black. Yeah. Then they went to the. I like the ones that are they're actually green, but they've got the spark. They're dark green with sparkles. Those are the ones that I like the best for them. But the Panthers. To me, it's a cartoon kitty cat. The gray helmet was plain. They tried to do it with the little fangs or whatever. I don't know what you call those things.
If you were to do a black helmet with like a silver face mask and have either like the fangs of a panther or the eyes of a panther, the eyes. That would be sick.
All black helmet, black mask.
You can do black mask if you want. That's fine.
That's all it is, just eyes.
Or just make everybody wear the shields and put the eyes on the shields.
Yeah, you could do those. Yeah. All right, I wanted to get into a little bit.
Can the Panthers do this for me, though? Can they take the NFL shield off the 50-yard line and actually put a Panther now?
Didn't Tepper do that?
Did he?
I think he did that this year.
Okay, if he did, then great. Shows you how much I really watch the Panthers, because I really don't.
I'm not ever going to watch them now. If they wear white pants, they say we're on white this week. I'm like, well, I'll find another team to watch.
I'm just saying, for years,
you don't want to watch that.
It'll hurt your eyes. That always bugged me. You play a Madden game, and you go playing at Carolina, and it's just the big NFL logo in the middle. I'm like, okay, where am I playing at?
Yep.
Is this a neutral site? What is this? Is this your home field
it is
or not?
The Carolina Panthers, not the North Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers.
How much of their tax dollars are they?
And then Nike gets the bid and wins, and then screws up that it's South Carolina Panthers.
Oh my Lord, that's horrible. That's horrible.
The Panthers jerseys, white tops with black pants, look amazing.
They do. They're nasty.
I'll pull them. I was trying to find a book.
I like that. Their color rush are good.
You could seriously make an argument. Color scheme, the Panthers have the best one in the NFL.
I think the Bucs, since they got Brady, should just bring back the old original suit so they can actually have a good team with that suit.
The creamsicle?
Yeah.
Well, they can't till next year because of that helmet rule.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably the sickest uniform I think in the NFL. I just love it, and it's probably the Raiders. That black and silver is just... And maybe it's because you kind of got that like Compton feel to it. Like
that's exactly
they're just going to come out, punch you square in the mouth.
That's exactly what it is. If it wasn't for the black hole and the Oakland Crazies that you would see just dressed like that, dude. Oh man! But I like their logo. I really do. I think it looks mean too.
They got the crazy fans that dress up out there too.
I can't. I'll be honest. I can't wait to see what happens in Vegas.
Oh man,
dude! Have you seen pictures of that stadium?
No.
Massive.
The perfect player for the Raiders in his prime in the last 10 years would have been Marshawn Lynch before he was over his prime. That would have been really good.
If Marshawn Lynch was an Oakland Raider from the beginning, my word.
He would have been great.
Because he's from the area. I mean, He played at Cal, so everybody else was like, man, he's finally home. Sorry, he's over the edge.
If you could have took that Seattle team that was so good, the Legion of Boom, and just translated, would that not have been like marketable to the ends of the earth? I mean, Seattle, they were starting to get fans here for Seattle. Could you imagine if that was the Raiders?
Well, could you imagine if you took the defense from the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
That defense Suggs. Suggs fits that Raiders thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Reed fits it. Ray
It would
Lewis
have been like,
are you
unbelievable.
Kevin.
What? I'm just saying. I've had to watch this team
Kevin, I'll
on local TV for 20-some damn years with the Cowboys and Redskins away. And I've had to watch this crap.
I will answer you with this, Kevin. I really liked that all-red kit Jameis is wearing.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
It looks way better than the ass showing through of a Boda in his white pants. Those are dirty, but still.
Oh, man.
I can't stand those white pants.
If we could sit here and just think about it.
There was the panther in the middle of the logo right there.
It must. All right, well, then that's fine. If we could sit here and just think about it, because this isn't the only,
hey, those white pants don't look bad with the blue top.
No,
but they're just see-through.
So the Buccaneers and the Falcons have done color rebrands for their uniforms, and the Rams have done the stupidest thing ever and rebranded their whole logo, which looks horrible. If we could sit here and talk about it, what's the next team that needs it? That just needs it.
Well, how about this? Just do a complete rebrand and just take the Hornets colors and make everything Carolina the same.
That would be. I would love it.
Purple and teal. And you'd have so many options.
I mean, Hornets are horrible, and you see what I'm wearing. I still love the purple and teal. I think
the Hornets would work just as good if they didn't take the Carolina blue, took the Carolina colors, the black and the white, and just kept the teal.
Yeah,
just kept the teal.
You keep the teal because if you go black and white, then you're flowing into Magic, the Mavericks, and everybody else.
Yeah, everybody else. Yeah, but I could see just keep the teal.
I like throwback stuff anyway, so.
I mean, that's fine.
I got my throwback shoes on today that I just got in the mail. So.
Kevin, why are we still on this?
What?
I'm
just giving examples.
I'm
just giving examples.
You got Jonathan Stewart up there. You could see the yellow under his every week.
Yeah, God.
From his I don't know if it was a shirt or what.
Oh, it was his
organ.
It was his pads.
His organ.
It was his pads. He had his shoulder pads had that yellow on it. You could see him
every single week.
Every single week.
He had the biggest calves I've ever seen in my life. I saw him at practice. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Matt Rule comments on Cam Newton and Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, he released.
Oh, it just popped up.
Yeah, he basically went in and broke down exactly why he wanted Teddy versus Cam and why that's a good.
Because he doesn't want to turn over. He doesn't want to turn over.
I have no doubt that he will play well. Talking about Cam Newton.
Cam's horrible.
He's a great quarterback. We have all seen the things he has done. I just think we moved forward. We thought this was the right time for us. We saw the opportunity to get Teddy and felt like he was the right fit for us. We went ahead and made that call. It's not an easy call, but one we thought was the best moving forward. I don't want to make too much about Cam in a negative way because I have so much respect for him and the player that he is and the player that he would definitely continue to be. To me, it was just at the end of the day, you have to make a decision about what we're going to do moving forward. We felt it was the time to go forward in this direction to bring Teddy on. His relationship with Joe, knowing the offense, the things he has done in the offense made sense to us. Cam Newton's a great quarterback. He can play in any system other than ours, apparently. How do you say that?
But how about this? Scroll down just a little bit. The big piece of that, when I listened to his podcast on it today, he was doing like a virtual interview.
Yeah.
Is where he talks about who they've talked to in the offseason. If you go down just a paragraph lower, they've had sit-down meetings with Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love, and even Eason from Washington. And basically he went without saying, he didn't say we're going to go after a first round, but if it falls into our lap, somebody
right.
Basically what the thing I think is the writing on the wall. Teddy's come in because we need somebody in case we need to play a season.
Yep.
We need a guy to get us through year one while we train our next guy.
I thought personally, 2 years from the beginning.
Well, listen, here's the thing. I thought Teddy's deal, honestly, was more in favor for the Panthers than it was in Teddy, because Teddy has proved that he can be a starter, and you're telling me that you're only getting him for $20 million, only $1 million more than you were about to pay Cam Newton this coming season, and for 3 years. So look, from organization wise, that's great because that's what you want to do. You don't want to be tied up long term to somebody if you don't think they're the guy.
You set him free. You set him free, and then you sit here.
The thing is,
you plug and you draft. Because Carolina
them.
In the past,
yeah,
I would say in the recent past, my best friend is huge Panthers fan.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, I seriously same thing as a Cowboys fan. Like I don't know what some of these teams do in their draft board. Like when the Cowboys went after basketball Boise State superstar, Vander Esch, I was like, are we what are we doing with our first pick? And then the same thing with Carolina. You know, those couple years they went after just like a stud defensive lineman that nobody talked about.
That's all they did.
And then, you know,
that's probably what they're going to do this year, maybe.
You get, I'm telling you, if you get a chance at a Burrow or somebody.
No, well, here, I understand them being in a top 10 pick, doing their due diligence and talking to Joe Burrow, to Jordan Love, and Justin Herbert, because those final two that I listed, you don't know, they might be sitting there, and you might like them.
If the Panthers pick a quarterback in the first round, you might as well pick the Falcons to win the next few years or someone else, because Tom Brady's going to be retiring soon, Brees going to be retiring soon, and that leaves you with MVP
Matty Ice,
and no one else.
But I'll say
if the Panthers aren't picking defenders in the first couple of rounds, they're picking
a name you mentioned. I said this the other day on our Saturday show, because I did put this tweet out because it just came to me. I was just sitting there one day and I literally thought, there's a quarterback nobody's really talking
Jordan
about.
Love.
I'm not talking about Jordan Love. And they're not saying he's going to go in the first round either. It's Jacob Eason. Jacob Eason is more of your prototypical pocket quarterback. He can move, but it's not one of those, I'm uber athletic outside of the pocket. He's more of a stand tall, I'm going to deliver the ball accurately, and he had a good year at Washington. And I said, do not be surprised if these three teams try and make a run at him in the later rounds. I'm not saying like 5, 6, maybe like the third round. I don't know if they'd go for him in the second. It was Pittsburgh, Green Bay, because Green Bay has come out and said that they have to start looking for a quarterback because Aaron Rodgers is on the tail end of like his 30s. And the other one was the Colts, because they only signed Phillip Rivers to a 1-year deal, and I don't know if they're sold on Jacoby Brissett. So to me, those are three great spots, because the same with Big Ben. He's been injured and he's getting old. They are looking for somebody eventually to take over the reins, and he would be kind of a guy that you can sit and learn. If the Panthers can't get any of those four guys up top, and they're going to use Teddy Bridgewater as a teaching tool and a stopgap, I think Jacob Eason would be a perfect fit. Now that you've brought his name up,
all right,
I think he would be a perfect fit. I do.
All right, we got to move on to